there's a big island, Hainan Island, near the coast of China. It's about maybe half or two-thirds the size of Taiwan, so it's a pretty big island. And there's a bay on the southern tip of it. It's more or less round, but the southern part of it, there's a big bay. The Japs turned that into a tremendous naval base, and we used to attack it. The B-29s or B-25, B-24s or whatever. So they built a landing strip just north of it for Zeros to protect the naval base. Well, they sent us to knock out that landing strip. Well, we knew that was going to be a rough mission because with the naval base there, we knew it would be well fortified. And we were third, fourth, or fifth squadron to hit it, so they're ready for us. And we were coming out of the sun, going east to west, over some low mountains. 8 of us, wingtip to wingtip, and we're coming over this mountain. And they knew we're coming. I mean, other squadrons had been there, and they were shooting at us right away. And the 2 planes on our starboard side, I saw them hit each other and go down. Now, whether they were hit by ground fire or whether pilot error, I don't know, but they went down. Well, we made our run, and as we came off, the pilot started a peel-off maneuver, and I said, "Hit the deck." So he went back. He said, "What's the problem?" I said, "You're turning right into that naval base. We won't have a chance. Fly ahead a little bit, a few minutes, and then go around it." So that's what he did. And on the way back, we heard that not only those 2 planes went down, but another plane had been shot down. So, again, we were lucky to make it. And it was a long flight back. And we ran out of fuel. We had to land at a different base. That on the way back, Ted turned to me. He said, "We're running out of fuel." So I said, "All right. I know there's a strip where we crashed in Mindoro. We'll land there and refuel." So I told him how to get there, and he calls in. "I want to make a straight-in approach. I'm running out of fuel." So the tower says, "Go around. We have a P-51 crashed on the strip. You can't land." He says, "Well, I have to land. I have no more fuel." So he went around once. He says, "I'm coming in." And he said, "No, go around one more time. The P-51's still there." So he says, "Okay, I hope I can make it around one more time. But next time I'm coming in, whether that plane is there or not." As we came around and lined up with the runway, there's the plane still there. They said, "Go around." He said, "I'm coming in. Get that thing out of there. I'm coming in." As our wheels touched down, a truck pulled the thing out of the way. So we landed, and a follow me Jeep appears right in front of us. They have Jeeps at every strip with a big sign, "Follow me," on the back. So one of these Jeeps comes in front of us, and it directs us back to the tower. He gets to the tower, an officer, a lieutenant or whatever, jumps out of the Jeep and says, "Pilot, the colonel in the tower wants to talk to you." He says, "Okay." I said, "Ted, you want me to go with you?" He said, "I can handle it." So he was gone quite a while. And he came back, and in the meantime, they fueled us up. And I said, "What happened?" He said, "The colonel chewed me out pretty good for not listening to what the tower said." But I told him, "Sir, when my gauges show empty, I got to put this thing on the ground. The 5 guys besides me are going to get killed if I don't." And the colonel yelled at him some more. He says, "Colonel, I'm sorry, sir, but I can't go out on the ring and put my finger in the tank to see if there's fuel in there. Those tanks show empty. They're empty." So the colonel said to him, "If there's any fuel in your tanks, if you could have gone around again, you're going to be court-martialed." So, well, he was never court-martialed. There was some fuel left. Whether we could have gone around again, I don't know. But there was some fuel left, and they chewed him out pretty good for that. But we walked away from And we refueled and got back to Clark Field. He was concerned he might be court-martialed, but he wasn't.